Chinese put out a statement regarding Nancy Pelosi's visit. Let her go to Taiwan. Sorry. Let her go to Taiwan, but pray for her. Chinese media state sends grim warning to sinner Nancy Pelosi, and Red Army release video of missile strikes ahead of trip to tomorrow night at Taipei. Prepare for war and cancels military leave. China is ramping up. China's been talking about taking Taiwan for a long time, especially is something we need to consider. Taiwan is like Hong Kong. We promise to protect you unless China's serious. But here's the video that they just put out. This is what the Daily Mail was talking about. That's what I was talking about. Watch this video. It's so intense. Here we go. If you're listening to audio, I'm sorry. I'll explain it. Huge missiles. Soldiers running in the field. Helicopters. Chinese letters. China military. Aggression. I'm not seeing a lot of diversity in this video, for one, and I'm triggered by that. Serious people running, shooting, helicopters, planes, the world, huge missiles, airplanes, bunkers, airplanes getting set to take off, water, submarine. Chinese running to grab guns. Oh my God, Nancy Pelosi's coming! China's serious. Getting ready for war. Yeah, badass music. Yeah. We are the Chinese military. Yeah. Taking off from a ship. Huge spy ships. Fighter jets. China towing. Oh, big vehicles going over dirt. Out of focus shot. Chinese people yelling. Missiles firing. I think China had a bunch of puts on Nvidia. That's why they're pissed off about Nancy Pelosi. Chinese blowing up fake buildings. Yeah, guns, explosions. This is like so intense, but they're screaming. They're jumping out of airplanes. Parachutes, not open. They're open. Explosions. Explosions. Chinese symbols. So they just put out this video. And not only that, we got this right now. A TV tower in Moscow saying, China, Russia is with you. We're so consumed with ourselves as a country that we're forgetting about the world stage. As inflation is up high, we're pretending we're not in recession. Our energy crisis is going to be a true reality, especially in the winter, as people lock down and hang out more in their homes and they turn their heaters on and stuff like that. We have a real problem. And then we have the UN chief, Antonio Guterres said this.
The clouds that parted following the end of the war are gathering once more. We have been extraordinarily lucky so far, but luck is not a strategy, nor is it a shield from geopolitical tensions boiling over into nuclear conflict. Today, humanity is just one misunderstanding, one miscalculation away from nuclear annihilation. The cloud.
Is that a threat? Is that a warning sign to people like Nancy Pelosi going to Taiwan? As China just put out that video, Russia also said, hey, we're with you. Whatever you do, China, we're by your side. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if this is all BS. I don't know if this is countries just trying to flex and show what they really got. But it's something to pay attention to. And it's something that makes sense, doesn't it? High inflation, recession. tough times, supply chain issue, war in Ukraine, as we continue to pump money into Ukraine and pretend like we're not a part of what's going down there, or just like the rest of the world, as we cut off Russia from the dollar, the ruble goes up, is doing better. They're stabilizing. They're both changing their currency to rare earth minerals, so it's backed by something as opposed to us being fiat currency. I think the world stage is changing, and I blame leftists. I blame the left. I blame liberals of their constant desire to demean, shove down anger towards belittling, especially the men in this country, calling them the problem. We are becoming weaker. We are looking weaker on the world stage. The China collapse and Russia collapse every time the left does something. They agree with glee. That's why when Senator Blinken was having debates with China's like, you don't have any moral authority to talk about our Uyghur Muslim problem. Look at what your cops do to black men in your country. I mean, I remember that going down, and Blinken had nothing to say because of his narrative that he must adhere to. When you tell someone you're weak over and over and over again, and then in the moment when you're expected to be strong in the eyes of another person, they're not going to see you as strong anymore. They're going to see you as weak. So I've always said that I see this China, just like Russia, sees Biden as now is the time to finally do what we've always wanted to do, because America is weak. The morale is weak. I mean, could you imagine if there was World War III? Would people even sign up to join the military? Seriously, if there was World War III right now, would there be a line out the door to sign up for the military? Yes, you have to get your vaccinations. Yes, you have to adhere to your gender ideology, and you have to go under queer theory right now, and you have to have right thinking. You have to have all these things. But also, I want you to die for us. As our Army and Air Force and stuff, they're not meeting their quotas anymore. Now is the time for these crazy countries, especially China, to go for it. And so I am going to be paying attention to this whole Nancy Pelosi thing, but could it be all a bunch of nothing, a bunch of hoopla, a bunch of getting ready? But it just makes sense. Why wouldn't, if you were China, why wouldn't you establish your footprint on the world stage, as if they aren't already doing it around the world, as they're investing millions of dollars around the world to a wink and a nod to say, hey, you're with us now. You no longer belong to America. America is not the good guy. We're the good guy. We're the one investing in your country. Now give us a part of it. We are the new colonizers of today. I know like these woke people like to think that we live in this like utopia where everyone just loves each other. It's not the reality. There is true evil in the world, but they don't have a category for evil. They just call it evil. They call it like bullying, cyberbullying. They call it whatever they want in order to feel good about themselves. They call it, I don't know. But pay attention to this. Keep an eye on this, because this is just going to ramp up. I see this ramping up. Do you see this ramping up? Let me know your thoughts. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.